It's movie time. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the truly amazing AWOL LTV 3500 Pro triple laser projector projecting onto my VividStorm 120-inch ALR screen. Let's check it out. If you're familiar with my channel, you probably know that I'm a bit of a tech geek, and my long life fascination with all things tech extends quite far beyond what you would find in cars. So let me talk about one of my other interests, which is movies. Not the movies themselves, but the technology that we use to experience them in our homes. In particular, home theater setups with the AWOL LTV 3500 Pro as the centerpiece. A home theater doesn't just allow us to watch movies, it allows us to experience them. What's the difference, you ask? Well, movies are ultimately visual stories created so that we can escape our own world, if only for a couple of hours, and enter whatever fictional existence has been designed for our entertainment. Now, for the majority of us, that's only really possible if you buy a ticket to go to the cinema or movie theatre, because in these locations you're treated to the very latest in projection technology and exceptional, expertly tuned, high-fidelity, multi-channel audio, which ultimately creates an immersive environment that movie production teams want you to experience. However, this experience is totally achievable at home. And that brings me to the point of this video, which is to show you the crazy amazing AWOL LTV 3500 Pro, and that you don't need to have a mansion to have an enormous cinema in your house. As I said before, this AWOL 4K projector is capable of images up to 150 inches, which is way bigger than any TV. And it does it from mere inches away from the screen, meaning that you won't need to worry about throwing distance, and it can be used in most modest sized rooms. The reason why these images are so stunning is because the AWOL LTV 3500 Pro is simply one of the very best ultra short throw projectors on the market today. And the reason for that is because of these specifications. An output of a massive 3500 peak lumens via its triple laser setup, making it one of the very brightest ultra short throw projectors available. It's an absolute light cannon, and that makes it great for comfortable viewing during the daytime. It has a contrast ratio of 2500 to 1 to offer excellent black levels, and a 4K image resolution via pixel shifting with pinpoint precision focusing through its large Ricoh f2.0 aperture glass lens. It also offers support for the latest technologies such as Dolby Vision, HDR10 and HLG, and it also has a 24 FPS cinema mode. This AWOL LTV 3500 Pro is also 3D compatible and produces 3D images using these active 3D glasses. It's actually been a while since I've watched 3D content at home, and I'm happy to tell you that this projector really does do a decent job with the multi-dimensional cinema experience. Now, to truly get the best out of your AWOL projector, you should really get an ALR screen, ambient light reflecting screen. If you check out AWOL's site, you'll find that they do their own brand of ALR screens, and this includes wall-mounted and floor-rising screens like I have here. Now, if you do opt for a wall-mounted ALR screen, you can actually get yourself a wall mountable shelf so that you can put the AWOL on the wall as well. These motorized shelves effectively means that your projector remains neatly against the wall when you're not using it, and then when you turn it on, the shelf extends automatically to throw the image. The shelf also works on surfaces like I have here, which allows me to have more area in the room for the dogs to run around. On the sound side of things, the AWOL has 36 watt speakers built in, and they're actually fairly decent. That being said, if you buy a best-in-class ultra short throw projector and only use the built-in speakers, that's a little bit like buying a Ferrari and then only driving it in first gear. Now, this AWOL projector does actually support the latest in audio technology such as DTS Virtual X and Dolby Atmos, so I really do recommend that you pair it with a decent sound system. You'll find that this AWOL has an eARC compatible HDMI port on the back, so you can avail of exceptional multi-channel sound simply by connecting the amp via HDMI. And thanks to CEC, you can control the volume of your amp from the AWOL remote control so there's no juggling between remote controls. And this goes for other CEC compatible devices connected to HDMI ports, which I'll go into a little bit later. There's also a SPDIF optical digital output as well, if you'd rather use that. Now before I continue, just a quick word to ask if you'd be kind enough to support me and my channel by giving this video a cheeky like and maybe subscribing as well, so that you can see some other cool content on technology like this. In an exceptionally clever move, inside the box with the LTV 3500 Pro, you will find a Fire TV Stick 4K. And the AWOL itself has a nice little compartment on the back of the unit where you can slot this in and it's hidden. This means that you're not limited to any proprietary software on the projector that never gets updated, or versions of Android TV which are incompatible with apps like Netflix, which has been apparent in some of the other projectors that I've reviewed. Instead, you get Amazon's meticulously maintained and frequently updated operating system and their established ecosystem, meaning that you'll find pretty much any app you could possibly want to install on your projector. And as the Amazon Fire Stick is CEC compatible, you can navigate the Amazon OS using the AWOL remote control, making it a truly integrated experience. And if you're into a bit of sport, there's obviously nothing wrong with watching it on a 120-inch screen in glorious 4K quality. The setup experience with this projector was a breeze with very simple to navigate menus. One of the first things that you do when setting up a projector is focus and position the image. The AWOL has 8-point keystone correction with fast and precise alignment, making it quick and easy to line it up with your screen. The ability to focus is also excellent. You can hear the motors moving the optical lens during focusing, and it offers absolute pinpoint sharpness in all areas of the screen. There's also tons of image calibration options, so you can set the picture up exactly as you want it. Now when it comes to games, the AWOL LTV 3500 Pro offers absolutely amazing response times as low as 8 milliseconds when you activate turbo mode. It does 8 milliseconds and 120 Hz when running at 1080p, or 15 milliseconds and 60 Hz when running at full 4K, which is still excellent. One thing I will note is that to offer you these ridiculously low response times, the AWOL disables your keystone correction settings whilst you're using turbo mode, meaning that the edges of the image might exceed the screen depending on how your projector is positioned. This is because keystone correction actually adds additional latency to your response times, and it's a small price to pay for the great performance that you get from turbo mode. This is certainly one of the fastest ultra short throw projectors I have ever tested. Because of this, this projector would have no problems being used for competitive gaming. Have you ever gamed on a 120-inch screen? I can tell you there is absolutely nothing like it. So in a nutshell, this AWOL LTV 3500 Pro is pretty much the pinnacle of what ultra short throw projectors can give you in this day and age. It's pretty much best in class, and it's ultimately the best possible option for me in my house, because this is a small room and I can still have a 120-inch display, and because of its 3500 lumens I can even use it in the day, although I do obviously close the blinds still to reduce the amount of ambient light. I honestly couldn't be happier with it, and that comes from someone who loves both cinema and tech. I'll leave some links in the video description so you know where to buy the LTV 3500 Pro, the motorized shelf and the screens. And if you have any questions on anything that I've discussed, or if I've missed anything, please leave a comment in the section below and I'll do my best to answer them for you as soon as possible. Until next time.